Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Ready to go now. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
The 1-1. On the ground to third. Beatty to first. And Freeman is retired. Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Gavin Lux.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Almost got him. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now it's Mookie Betts. That missed by a lot. 3-1.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Edge of the zone for a strike. Full count now.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
That's to third. And it gets by him. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Tag, got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And here it comes. This one popped up. Alonso under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And stepping in for New York, Starling Marte.
The right fielder, Starling Marte.
The 1-1. That one missed. That's hard hit on the line. Hernandez makes the grab. And there's one away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And he deals. Good job to fight that one off. May delivers. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. One down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a 1-2. That smash towards center. Lays out and makes the play.
Batting third, the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 2 outs, base is empty. Righty to the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Batting fourth.
So man aboard. Here's Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses way outside. Nimmo off of first with 2 away. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one back. And it is gone. A gigantic blast. His 12th of the season. It's 2-0. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And it is 2-1.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Alvarez rounds second on his way to third. Coming home. Relay throw home. Safe.
Safe, he's good.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Now here is DJ Stewart. He swings and fouls one off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man on second, 2 down. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. Back here in Queens, second inning set to go. Here's the power hitting catcher, Will Smith. Just missed.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one fouled off.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Max Muncy at the dish. The pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. That one misses. The count now 2-2. Bounced up the middle. Toss to Alonso. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. The pitch. That one just misses. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. In position. And out number 1 on the grab. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. And that one's a little bit low. And the count is 3-1. One out, bases empty. One down, bases empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Hurt.
99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Batting, right fielder.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Starling Marte up to hit. Two down, nobody on.
No, inside.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Back here at Citi Field, on to the third inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and one away in the top of the third. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Here comes a pitch. And that one fouled off. The Mets leading by 3 here in the second game of the series. Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
2 outs. That one fouled off. 2-2. The pitch. On the ground to first. He gets there with the slide. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. And we're back. Jeff McNeil stands in.
The second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Left-hand hitter waits.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Caught him looking for the K. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Righty delivers. And another ball. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. Gone. He'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Strike 2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes.
Now batting.
2 down.
The catcher.
So 2 down now, and here is Francisco Alvarez. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in is the speedy Gavin Lux. Right-hander kicks, deals. In the air, out towards left center. Nimmo hauls it in, and there's one away. Marcus Lynn Betts, better known as Mookie. He had the opportunity to play in the Seoul Series when the Dodgers kicked off their 2024 season in Korea.
Yeah, and such a cool experience for both teams. Plus, there was a car giveaway for the first player to hit a home run in the series. The winner, Mookie Betts.
2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting. The designated
2 outs, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Shohei Ohtani. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Up the middle, boots it, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Ohtani, the runner at first with 2 gone. At the belt and fires. And another ball. Shohei on the go. There's a ball. Throw there. Safe. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Bounce to the left side. Beatty to first, and they get the out on Smith. And that is the inning. Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio.
The shortstop, Ronnie Mauricio.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his 2nd double of the game.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Now, DJ Stewart. Man at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the right-hander deals.
Ball.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And the righty deals. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Left-hand batter waits. And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And another ball.
2 strikes.
And the 2-2. Ground ball left side. Throws to first in time. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Runner at second, 2 down. Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the top of the fifth. Here comes Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one almost got him. Kicks and fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He makes the grab. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman. And the pitch. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Kicks and deals. To the right side, McNeil sends it to first. That ends the frame. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, James Paxton.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Starling Marte.
The right fielder, Starling.
Paxton deals. Not close with that one, and it's 2-2. The wind of the pitch. That's to third. Slings it across. Marte retired. Now the number 2 hitter, Jeff McNeil.
Number 1, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
And another ball. Out there to center. Outman settles underneath it. Out number 2. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
Brandon.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Wouldn't chase that time. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he's top of the 6th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. And strike 2. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
The pitch. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
The first baseman, number 5.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Liner to second and picked on the hop. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. 2 outs. A little bit low. And another ball.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Full count.
Payoff pitch. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off, Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And a ball and 2 strikes. And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
Out to short. Bats up with it. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
The catcher, number 4.
Man at first, and now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. And here it comes. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting.
Now here is Ronnie Mauricio. The pitch. Foul ball there. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And now the Mets DH, DJ Stewart. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground to the left. Oh, great stop. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. And he deals. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Joey Lucchesi.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The punch out there, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Will
2 outs, base is empty.
Smith.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Not even close there. Full count, 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The wind and the pitch. Fouled off the plate, they'll do it again. That one down the line, and that hits off the base. Base hit, that was smoked through the infield. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at-bat.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. 10th pitch of the at-bat, and he was able to put it in play, find a hole, and get a knock.
Here's Muncy to hit. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around third. He'll score easily. It's 4-1.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a 1-2 again. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. Muncy headed for the plate. He'll score. It's 4-2, and he's got a double.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Brooks Raley.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Man at second here with 2 away. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Right through there for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
With the tying run at the plate, here in the second game of the series. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Foul tip, and he hangs on. That's a strikeout. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brusdar Graterol.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets.
The center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Here's a 1-1. Slider for a strike. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swings and misses. Gassed it right by him. Brett Beatty now at the plate. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Freeman makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
The right fielder,
So up next for New York, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte.
And a pitch. On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. Righty to the plate. Got him swinging. We go to the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. That one ripped. Nimmo makes the grab, 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That's in there. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him way out front of the slur. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Gavin Lux.
Gavin Lux.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Alex Vesia.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And that's in for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. One down, base is empty. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And now the lefty. Fly ball center field, and it falls. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it
to second. That's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning.
Now pitching
all
for
set
the
to start the 9th in this one. Here's Mookie to hit.
Edwin Diaz.
Turns and fires to Betts. Stays alive. Here comes a pitch. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
The designated hitter.
Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one catches the zone. That's strike 2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Sets him down on strikes. And they're down to their last out. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. They're down to their final strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This could end it. Hard hit, right side. On to first, ball game. And the Mets take the first 2 games of this series.
With this win here today, you've won the first 2 games of this 3-game series. So you would think the work is done, but when you're at home, I don't believe so. You got to come back with a mindset for game 3 that you want to win it, and you're going to go out and do everything that it takes. You win like that at home, you position yourself for